This is a video that I have been wanting to do for some time to get this information out, because I've never seen anybody show this about what you can do with crystals. How can crystals help you? Here's some keys. This is my crystal. They say that when you wear a crystal, you want to wear it over your heart. Now then, I want to show you. Watch my left eye. I want to show you the difference that a crystal makes. You see it most in the eye. When you do this at home, when you do this, put your crystal on. Watch yourself entirely in the mirror, because you'll see your auric energies. Everything about you will brighten up. Now, how can you continue to use crystals to help you, to strengthen you, to empower you, to do whatever you need to get done? I like using smaller crystals. You want to find this area right here in your wrist. You want to have it back far enough to where that you can put this, you can move your wrist however you want to without this poking you or causing any type of interference. I like to use athletic tape. When I have a point on it, I like the point to be going downward, or flowing through to the hands, or flowing through to the feet. This is where you want to put it. Now, to go even further, especially if you got a lot of physical activity, and I'm going to go with a little bit bigger crystal. I'd only use this every once in a while if I need it to go to this size. But you want to look in the mirror. You want to find this crease right here. You want to put this right in that crease and tape it down. As I said, now if you got a point on it, make sure that it's flowing outward, because this is where your strength and your energy is going to go. Do the same thing around your ankle and thighs. When I had stumbled onto this, there was about 3 trees that needed their lower branches sawed off. Now some of them were up to about 2-3 inches in diameter. I didn't have the strength to do that type of sawing, so I thought, let's give this a try. So I put them on each wrist, under each bicep, and I went out there and I started sawing, and I got the first one done, and I thought, yeah, I could do the second one. So I'm working on the second one, and there's one that's about this big around, and I'm sawing away, and I'm looking down, and I can't hardly believe that I'm doing this, that my arms aren't tired. I should be exhausted, but I did one right after another, and I did not stop until not only did I have all the branches done up, but I also had them in a pile where they could be picked up. I went inside, and that was the most phenomenal thing I think I've ever seen, in the sense of being able to power up the body, to have the energies, the strength, the stamina that you need to be able to accomplish whatever it is that you need to accomplish. Now then, also, when you have these on, now your strength is increased. And so, be careful about fights. Be careful about somebody who wants to provoke you into a fight, because this is energy that flows out of these crystals. You can end up doing more than what you really want to do. Now you can use these You can use these to help you if you're in a fight. I like this one. I like the crevice that's in it. I will bounce this on this finger. I've got it. And I am ready. And I've had to do this before. And I tell you what, it's something to see how much they'll back off. Because you won't need to touch them to touch them. Something that you can see to really understand the energy in crystals and why these are called the God stones. You can take 2 quartz crystals, go into a dark room, strike them together, and you will see electricity shoot through them. Now, the one thing to know, don't do that with your really good crystals, especially those that are really nice and clear. Don't do it with those, because that when you do that, when electricity flows through it, it will leave a scar, and you can see the pathway that it took. So just heads up on that. Now, if there's something else that if you are going someplace that where you really can't be wearing the tape and the crystals, but you need that amping up. Let's say that you've got your crystal on, that you need a little more power, and that is that you can take magnets, real simple magnets, pick out a crystal, put them in your pocket. That's going to be a higher charge. And if you really want to get in with the charge, then put them together like this and tape them. But be very careful. Now I want to tell you something right quick about how to charge your crystals. Get you a 9-volt battery, get you some speaker magnets, put them in a circle, take one wire to the top of the 9-volt battery, wrap it around the magnets, take another wire, go from the other side, wrap it, don't let the wires touch, and a glass bowl. Put your magnets in there. Battery will be outside of it. You'll have to tape down the poles. Put in well water, distilled water. If you don't have well water, use distilled water. Matter of fact, I kind of prefer distilled water. Put your crystals down in the middle of the circle that you made with your magnets. Now, you can let them charge for however long you want to. You can for a couple hours, couple days, that's up to you, but really I wouldn't go any further than about a day and a half. Now this is going to increase the power in your crystals significantly. So when you're wearing your crystals that you powered this way, be very careful around electronics. I blew my computer up accidentally one time when I was trying to figure out a way of how can I power this up. How can I really power my crystals up without having to wait for a full moon or stick them in the sand, etc., etc. So with my electrical background, I got to thinking about it, and I did this. And I had a friend who come over and was visiting me just as I had put my crystal pendant on. I had a couple in my shirt pocket. I had one in my pants pocket, and I was showing my friend this email that I got that was really funny, and I was queuing him up to something. I turned and I said, now watch when, and I had seen the sparks fly off the fingertip. He saw it going from my fingertip into my monitor, blowing up my computer. There was that very distinctive kapow sound, and it got the motherboard, it got several things. So be very careful when you're wearing crystals, especially fully charged, when you're around electronics. Kind of do some experiments with crystals, see how many you might need, where it feels right to you. I'm going to end the video at this, since I'm getting a lot of people driving by, even the police are all very interested in what I'm getting out on the internet, especially when it comes to helping to arm the people. Good day and God bless. Keep the faith. Share the knowledge. Share it. I hope this helps you and your loved ones.